Right, before we started, I thought I'd just give you all a quick look at the setup that's off to the side. Obviously a plain old type box here with all the tokens and whatnot in, and all the cards are all here. These are the lower ones on the blue mat. They're just business card holders. Excellent for holding cards if you've got a very card heavy games like Arkham Horror, Eldritch Horror and Shadows of Brimstone. These are just fantastic. Keep everything all in order, easy to hand. Up here, these are actually, I think, the nail polish holders, you know, for female makeup and stuff. They're a bit deeper, so I can get things like the gear cards. I can fit those in, and for Arkham Horror you can get all the Mythos cards in and stuff with quite a bit of ease. So I thought I'd just show you that, and now let's move over to the player area. Right, here we are over at the player area. I've had a bit of a change round. What I've done is dug out a couple of these pegboards. Got a bit of a bore running back and forth, taking health wound tokens and sanity tokens back and forth. So I had a bit of an idea. Gave me a bit more room because I was able to stand the cards up. And the blue pegs, well, I'll use those for sanity. See, 12 there for Cade and these 10 health. I'll just take them out and put them back in as and when we're getting wounded or getting healed. Just pop the side bags on there and the grit and stuff like that, and put the cards underneath. I've got a bit more room. There seems to be enough room on the pegboards. I could get 30 sanity in there, so it should last for a while they're levelling up, assuming they don't die and just keep getting knocked out. So just thought I'd show you how to set that up going forward, and then what I'll do is I'll just go to the town area that's, you can just see, just set up over here, but we'll give ourselves a better shot of that. Hello and welcome back to Shadows of Brimstone. The last episode, basically our heroes, Cade Gaunt and Running Bear, well, they got a tremendous shoe-in, to put it mildly. So, having woken up from being knocked out, there's a few things that we've got to take care of, and then we can travel into town. The first thing is, because we were knocked out, we're going to have to roll on the injury chart. So basically we're going to roll 2d6 for Running Bear and for Cade and see what injury they get. They could actually die. There is if you roll a 1 or a 2, you're ripped apart. But hopefully that won't happen. So I'll just roll these now and see what injury that we get. 10. This is for Cade. He always goes first because of his initiative. And a 10 is a chest wound. Deep slashes run across your chest, making it hurt to turn or twist your body. It's kind of painful to even breathe. You are -1 initiative. So, from being 7 initiative, he's now going to, just while he's got this injury, he's going to go back down to 6. So, really he's at 5, but he does have the pocket watch, so he's back at 6 for the time being. I'll keep his little 7 We'll try and see if we can get him healed up in the town, assuming that the doctor's office isn't the one that's destroyed. I'll just put that there. And we can now roll for running bear's injury. Can we see that? It is actually a 7. So his injury is concussion. Your ears are ringing a little and you have got a headache that just won't quit. Until the start of the next adventure you are -1 initiative and roll 1 less dice on skill tests. So at least he gets it back in the next adventure. Right, so his initiative will now be 4 until he starts the next adventure. I'll just remember that because obviously it's gonna come back by the time we head into the mines again. But I'll have to remember to roll 1 less dice on any skill tests that he does in town. So a concussion and a chest wound for the boys. Right. That's what happens when you get knocked out at the end of the adventure. If they got revived during an adventure, they'd roll 2d6 for, you know, to get any sanity or health back. But because it happened at the end of the adventure, they don't have to do that. As part of the getting into town and the end of the adventure, it just says there every hero returns to full health and sanity and 1 grit. So I've given them both the 1 grit and the back to health and sanity. That's as mentioned, I'm recording the health and the sanity with the peg boards. See if it's a bit easier than having a load of tokens hanging about everywhere. Right, and the other thing is we do have 1 Darkstone. Running Bear found 1 Darkstone, so what we've got to roll for there is corruption. So on a d6, if he gets 1 to 3, he will get a corruption. And I'm just rolling. Let's try and roll this. I should have brought the dice tower across, but let's try and roll this where you can see it. A 6. So that's fine. He's got no corruption. So that's okay. So what we're going to do now is we are going to roll for travel hazards. So both our guys are going to roll a d6. On a 1 or 2, it means the party encounters a travel hazard on the way to town. A 5 and a 6. That's what we like to see. So no travel hazard, which basically means that everybody ends up in town. So let's have a better look at the town board. Won't be a second. Right, here we are in town. They could stay at the campsite, which is up there, which is free to stay, but you have to roll, and it's pretty rough in the campsite, pretty rough, and there's plenty of opportunity for bad stuff to happen. So generally what I do is if I've got the money, I will generally plump to stay at the hotel. £10 per day. You don't have to do any encounter rolls. It's just it's basically it's safe in the hotel. So what we've got to do is obviously we've got to pay $10 each out of our money to stay a night in the hotel. So that's that paid. And the other thing that we do is we have a town event chart. At the end of the day, we'll roll to see if anything's happened. We start at 1. Or if nothing happens, we move on to 2, then to 3, then to 4 on subsequent days. But obviously, the longer that you stay, the more chance there is of something to happen. And if you were to stay 6 days, something would definitely happen. So generally, if you can get things done in 2 or 3 days, that's for the best. Some of the town events, which are here, so if we were to ever fail that, we would we'd roll 2d6, and you can get anything from a void twister to intense dread, spreading fear, the fever, a fire. It's not nice, so hopefully we won't get any of those this go. After having such a horrendous first adventure, hopefully we can get some stuff right. Okay, where are they going to go first? Well, ideally, Cade would like to get rid of that chest wound. So if he goes to the doc's office, he can have a look at surgery and see if that can actually help him out. So I think he'll go there. So he's going to the doc. Oh, first thing we've got to do is one of these buildings actually got destroyed because we failed the mission. So what I'll do is find out which one. Hopefully we won't roll a 1 because that's the doc's office, but a 6. So 6 is destroyed and 6 is the general store. So when you roll a d6 for a destroyed building, if you just look in the bottom left hand corner, that's the number that will equate to your die roll. So it's the general store that is actually shut. Put something on that just to show it's shut. So there we go. Right, we can't use the general store, it's been destroyed by the darkness. So Cade can go to the doc's office, and we'll do Cade first. So first thing you've got to do is when you get to a location in town, is again you're rolling 2d6, a location event, and depending on what you get, an event will take place. The lower you roll, the worse things are. The higher you roll, there's normally some good stuff that can happen. So we'll do that, and then Cade will actually get down to having a discussion with the doc about what he wants done, and perhaps buying some stuff. So let's roll. Oh, an 11. That's a good one. That's a good one. Whoop. Moving everything all over the shop. So let's have a look at 11 on our chart. Oh, let's see if we get that in there. The doc gives you a free specimen jar and asks that you recover a sample from another world for him. Oh, right. So he actually gives us it. We don't have to buy it. If you actually look on the back here, it's got the specimen jar. Now, normally you'd have to pay $150 for that. And while in another world you may give up your move to try and find a sample of the local flora or fauna to put into a jar, make a cunning 5+ test. Well, he's got cunning of 3. If successful, the jar is filled. Next time you visit the doc's office, you can sell the filled specimen jar to the doc for D6 times £100. $100, £100. Yes, I'm being British. $100. Limit 1. Okay, so basically he's got a free specimen jar. So that was a good event roll. Let me dig out a specimen jar. Let's see. There's one round here somewhere. I'm sure of it. That's a specimen jar, and then when we fill it up, we can take it back. So put that with Cade's stuff. And in addition to that, what we can do now is we can have a look at how much it'll cost for surgery, medical attention. D6 times 50. Right, let's see how much it'll cost first. See if we can afford it. 3, so that's 150. Let's just check the stash. So we've got 10, 20, 30. Well, we've got 150 there, and $30 will be spare. Well, really, he's got to do it, I think. So we'll put that to one side, and we'll roll to see if the surgery is successful. Let's have a look. Oh, it's a D6. You don't want to roll a 1 because you are dead. 1 is, well, can't get a 0, can we, unless we've got a minus. So we should survive that. Botched is not nice. Failed is just failed. We get half the money back though. 4 to 5 or a 6, that's what we need. Let's have a go. A 5! Success! So $150. His chest wound has now gone away, and that means we can put his initiative back up to 7. Good stuff. As running bears, concussion's going to heal itself by the time we get to the mines again. We haven't got enough money anyway, but we'll leave that. Right, so that was a good trip to the doc's office for Cade. He's patched himself up and got a specimen jar, which would have cost $150 anyway. So that seems to have worked out very well. Right, where is Running Bear going to go? Well, now we've only got $30. So there's not a great deal we can do. We cannot buy anything. I don't think there's much going for $30. No, $50 seems to be. I mean, we could get an anti-venom injection, but we don't really get poisoned at this level, first level. So there was nothing that additional Cade can buy. I think Darkstone bullets would be nice, but they're $200 at least. So we can't use our Darkstone for that. The saloon, we could try and win some money, but we need to obviously we need to ante up. And that's $50, $100 a time. So no. I think, looking at our money situation, the best we can do is sell the Darkstone. You can sell the Darkstone at the Frontier Outpost. Let me get the Frontier Outpost card out. Oop. Right. We'll do the location event in a minute. So sell Darkstone. You may sell Darkstone shards at the Outpost Bank. Hang on, let me get that in there for you. D6 times $25 each. Roll for each shard individually, but we've only got one. We can't hold up the bank, that's outlaw only. I haven't got enough money to train with the soldiers. Ooh, we can get a bounty for free though. Now that'll be useful because we do need cash. It's early levels, we haven't got much cash. Cade's blown it on fixing up his chest wound. Then we'll get that. Nothing else, we can't really buy anything else. I'm wondering if to sell the Indian. Is there anything we can sell? Not really. I could go and sell the Indian hatchet, I suppose. I didn't really use it. But no, it may come in. We may need a melee weapon at some point. So he's not selling his heritage. Right, this is where we'll go. We'll go to the Frontier Outpost with Running Bear. And first things first, roll on the location events. Ooh, 11, that's good. War stories. Talking with some of the soldiers, you exchange stories of your time battling unspeakable creatures. Once during the next adventure, you may re-roll a damage roll for one of your hits. That should make for an even better story next time. Re-roll a damage roll for one of your hits. Right, what I'll do to remind myself of that, let's dig out. You get these little tokens with the game, so I'm just gonna, just as a reminder, I've got a little one because I've got one re-roll for a damage hit, and I'll put a little wound token on, knowing that it's re-rolling for damage. And I'll put that on his pegboard to remind me for the next adventure. Oh, so that was pretty good. That was pretty good. Right, if we spin it over again. Right, we're going to sell Darkstone. D6 times $25. Let's see what they're prepared to give us for our Darkstone. A 6. That must have been one big hunk of Darkstone. So that's 6 times 25. Again, 150. So we get our 150 back. That's good. That's good. Some luck coming our way. Try and avoid kick the camera as you go past. So we get our $150 back. Always good. Put that. In fact, we may be able to go to the saloon now tomorrow and get some more money before we leave. So, oh, bounty. Wanted a bounty, didn't we? So we've got a roll on that. Roll on the bounty table. So on a 1 there isn't any bounty available. 2 is tentacles, 3 is hellbats, 4 stranglers, 5 night terrors and 6 slashers. Right. 3. And 3 is hellbats, so $25 for each one killed. Not too bad. So I'll go and get a bounty card. A wanted card. Hellbats, there we go. Again, these don't come with a game, these are some custom cards that Klutz off Board Game Geek did. As you can see, very nice. Very nice, and they just help you remember. And they look pretty funky, so I shall put those down here at the in the player section, just to remind us. And I'll put that wound, no, I'll put that re-roll damage thing on it as well to remind me. Right, excellent, good work from the boys. They're now going to go back to the hotel for the evening, tell each other about their getting fixed up and about selling the Darkstone as they plan their next mission. And what we've got to do is, obviously, we've now got a roll for the town event. So it's a D6. If we roll a 1, we will have a town event. A 5. So there's no town events. We do have to pay, because we're staying another evening, we have to pay another $20. Because we're going to stay now, we've got some money. That's $20 in there. And bright and early next morning, oh, we shall move, it's been 2 days now since a town event. Right, I think in that case, we haven't got enough money for Darkstone bullets, and we've sold our Darkstone anyway. We haven't got enough for dynamite. We really haven't got enough for, in fact that reminds me, should take the Darkstone token off, we've flogged it. And should we buy any bandages and stuff? Well, we'll see how we go. We'll gamble first, rather than thinking about, you know, the long term or anything like that. We'll go to the saloon and we'll do some gambling. Yeah. Let's get the saloon. Right, so both our heroes are going to the saloon. So I shall dig out the saloon card and we can have a look at what's on offer. Right, so they're both at the saloon. We have to roll obviously on the location event chart for saloon. Let's see what we get. 7. 7 is a good time. A round of drinks makes you forget about the dark world outside these walls. Pay $10 and recover 1 grit for use in town. Very good. So, it's 25. So that's Cade paying $10. Oh, actually, I've got to use it in town. In fact, we might need it. If we go gambling, we might need it, so we'll pay that. And there's the additional grit. Boink. Now, I think actually, yes, I think Running Bear's going to have to roll as well, even though they've gone in together. 2. No. Oh, this is the worst one. The worst one we can get on whatever it is. A rival's caught up to you and takes a shot while your back is turned. Make a Spirit 5+ test to sense it coming. Oh dear. Right, let's do that first before we read the rest of it. A Spirit 5+. Spirit's 3. We need a 5+. No, no. No. But he's got a grit. He does have a grit, and he's going to use it. So come on. Come on, Running Bear. 5+, he's done it. Oh, thank God for that. Thank God. So, let's have a look at the assassination attempt. To sense it coming, or a luck 6 just to test the duck at the last second. Well, we got it. Oh, right. So, yes, making the roll was enough. We managed to dodge the bullet. Well done, son. Right, what are we going to do? Poker, Brimstone Craps, Saloon Girl Performance. I think it's luck. Cade's got 4 luck, so that's quite good. Make a luck 5+ test. If successful, gain $100 for every 5+ rolled. So if we roll 1, we just get our $100 back. But anything more than that is profit. Yep, Brimstone Craps. Let's go for it. There's our $100. And he's got 4 luck. And he gets 2. So not only do we get our $100 back, we get another $100. So excellent. So we're now at $250. That's good rolling. What else does he want to do? It's a cunning 5+ test for poker. He's got 3 cunning. So 3 cunning. Okay. Yes, he's gonna try the casual poker. It's only $50. So Puts his $50 on the table. And he's got 3 cunning. And again, he's doubled up. Oh, he's on fire. So he gets another 100. So I'll put this 50 in and bring 100 out. Oh, excellent stuff in the saloon from the gunslinger, as you'd expect. Very good, very good, very good. Right, I think he's going to leave it at that. He could buy a whiskey, but no. No, 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 no. Nope, he won't bother with that. Running Bear, he's going to have a go at the Brimstone Craps, so he's going to put $100 in. His luck is, oh, I don't know though, his luck's 2 and his cunning is 2. That's not very good. That's not very good at all. What else could he do? I didn't think this through really. With 2 cunning and 2 luck, all he can basically do, he'd have to roll both 5 pluses to get any money. So he's not going to bother. Perhaps he shouldn't have come to the saloon. He gets shot at and he's not confident about winning anything. There is a saloon girl performance, but even that's just getting grit for use in town, so he'd have to give it back when he left. So don't know. He dodged that bullet for nothing. We have got 300, so we're going to go back to the hotel. I'm going to pay. I was going to have to pay another $10 each. We'll get $80 change. And we've now got to roll for a town event. It's on 2 now, so we have got to get better than a 2 to avoid a town event. 2. Oh no. We can grit that. He's going to use the grit he got that he can use in town, because that's, we're going to have to hopefully get a better result than that. We don't want a town event, they're nasty. 4. Yep, got past that. Okay, so now 3 days since the last event, thanks to that grit. And now what we're going to do for the final day, we may have enough for Darkstone. So Cade's going to go and have a look for Darkstone. Oh no, Darkstone bullets, I keep forgetting we sold it, didn't we? So let's see what sort of things are sold out and about. General stores shut. Is there anything we can get in the blacksmith? Tomb chest. That'd be good. That stops corruption when you have a lot of Darkstone. But we don't have enough. And the others require Darkstone to actually use. So no use going there. We could go back to the doctor's office. Fortunately, can't go to the general store. It's been destroyed. And we could get some bandages or healing herbs. So yes, we're going to get some bandages from the doc's office. There we go. And what can we get in the church? It's in the church. We don't need to be exorcised. We've got no banished corruption. Nobody's died. Well, not yet. Blessed auras. All a bit expensive apart from the Aura of Wrath. Make a Spirit 4+ check. Receive this aura. Successful. Once during the next adventure you may add plus d6 damage to a single one of your hits. No. So I think what we'll do is we'll just send Cade to the doc's office. No need to be double rolling on here. And he can make the purchases. So, location event again, 2d6, 5, dirty tools. The doc is using dirty tools for operating and stinks of liquor. That's not good. All attempts at surgery today are made at -1 on the roll. Oh right, that's how you can get a 0 on down here. But fortunately, that didn't happen yesterday. We're not having any surgery today. We're just going to buy some bandages off him, and then he can scoot out and buy more liquor. It's the sound of it. So bandages are $50, so I'm going to buy 2, 1 each. Put them in the side bags. And that's the $100. And he's bought the bandages. He comes back, gives Running Bear his bandages, and it's time to roll for our final town event. So a 6. So we got away with it again. It goes up to 4, but we're leaving. That's it. We've had enough of town. We're going to leave. So, just in summary, we got quite lucky there. Cade was very good on the tables. Won some money. In fact, we may even be a little bit up on what we actually came into town on. And considering he managed to heal his injury, that's excellent news. Running Bear's still got his injury, but it's a concussion, and by the time he starts his next adventure, he will get his initiative back up. So it's just a question of time. Time will heal, so he's okay. We've also picked up a wanted bounty. So any hellbats that we come across in the next adventure will get us $25 each. And he also managed to get a re-roll of a damage roll on his next adventure. And Cade also found a specimen, well, got given a specimen jar, so for free. So if we toddle off into another world, he can attempt to fill that, and that will get us $150 when we go back. So not too bad. A lot better than we did down the mine, and it's normally pretty tricky in town. You can have some it can be very much like when Running Bear went into the saloon there. Get pot shots, void twisters, but we've managed to come up relatively unscathed. Right, I think what we'll do now then is we'll just have a quick roll to see which adventure we're going to do next. So let's have a quick look at what we're going to do. Got one of the adventure books here. Again, we'll do one of the basic missions, and it says here on selecting a mission. So D6 roll, 1 to 3 or 4 to 6. 1 to 3 for a basic mission, 4 to 6 for another world, City of Ancients mission, 5. Oh, we're going to do a City of Ancients mission. So, we've got, again, 6 of them there. So let's roll, see which one we get. Another 6. The Frozen Expedition. Let's have a quick flick through and see what that is. This could be for for our level 1 chaps. This could be a bit grim, but what the hell. So there it is, the Frozen Expedition. Let's have a quick read. A recent expedition to the Tiger Plateau brought back a small collection of ancient frozen creatures to study, but they have begun to wake up and attack. The expedition's notes were lost and scattered when the group was attacked in the other world, but those journal pages may hold the key of how to stop these creatures before the whole town is destroyed. So, that's what we've got to do next episode. So, I'll go through the setup and the mission in a bit more detail in when we actually start that. But, for the time being, it's good night from Cade and Running Bear, as they now get ready to ride out of town to their next mission. So, once again, thanks very much for all the subscriptions and the views. Please feel free to comment if I've missed anything or made a balls up. Please point it out and I'll do my best to rectify it. But, as it stands, I'll see you all next time. Ta-da now.